Have you ever watched something that made you want to text your best friend and say, "Hey, I appreciate you"? That's what Platonic does. It reminds you that friendship can be just as life-changing as love. In this short video, I'll be going over 5 reasons why Platonic is good for your mind and worth your time. Hi, my name's Monique Warotny, and welcome to the Kind Binge, where we talk about shows, movies, and YouTube gems that are kind to your mind and good for your soul. No spoilers, no chaos, just the stuff that fills your cup instead of draining it. Today, we're diving into Platonic, a show that asks, can two adults in very different seasons of life still find joy, healing, and growth through friendship? Let's get into it. Reason 1 to watch Platonic, it shows us the power of unfiltered friendship. In a world where everyone's curating their life for Instagram, Platonic is refreshingly real about how messy and healing genuine friendship can be. You've got two people who once meant a lot to each other, finding their way back into each other's orbit. Their conversations aren't polished or Pinterest perfect. They're chaotic, hilarious, and raw in the best way. When was the last time you had a friendship that felt completely judgment-free? The kind where you could be you. Most of us have drifted away from those friendships that once grounded us. Maybe life got busy, or we outgrew people, or we just forgot what it's like to be fully seen without expectation. Platonic reminds us that friendship doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful. Sometimes what heals us isn't romantic or self-help. It's laughter, honesty, and being around someone who reminds you of who you were before life got so serious. Real friendship doesn't demand your best version. It helps you rediscover it. Reason number 2 Platonic is worth the watch is that it gives comedy as emotional therapy. The humor in Platonic isn't mean-spirited or cynical. It's grounded, heartfelt, and sometimes a little uncomfortable, like therapy, but funnier and cheaper. The awkward moments make you cringe, but they also make you laugh because they feel true. It's humor that heals, not humor that hides. Do you find that comedy helps you process life, or do you use it to avoid it? We've all been there, laughing things off because it's easier than being vulnerable. But deep down, we're craving something that feels authentic, not distracting. That's why Platonic works. It lets you laugh with the characters, not at them. And that kind of laughter, it's medicine. It releases tension, breaks the ice around hard feelings, and helps you breathe again. Laughter can be a love language too, especially the kind that makes you feel seen, not small. Reason 3 Platonic is good for our soul. It reminds us growth isn't always linear, and that's okay. Platonic gently reminds us that self-growth doesn't always look graceful. Sometimes it looks like backsliding, overreacting, and figuring it out mid-meltdown. Each episode gives little glimpses of how adults wrestle with identity, parenthood, purpose, aging, but without turning it into a lecture. It's real, it's relatable, it's the messy middle of being human. Have you ever looked at your life and thought, wait, I'm supposed to have this all figured out by now, but didn't? We live in a culture that glorifies the glow up, but skips over the awkward phases in between, the ones where you're trying, failing, and trying again. What Platonic gets so right is that growth often happens inside friendship. When someone calls you out, cheers you on, and sits with you in the in-between, that's where real transformation begins. You don't have to have it all together to be growing. Sometimes showing up for someone else helps you find your way back to yourself. Reason 4 for watching Platonic is that it reminds us we're in the reconnection era. So we're living in what I call the reconnection era, where people are craving real human moments again. Platonic fits that energy perfectly. The show doesn't rely on shock value or chaos. It's built on chemistry, dialogue, and emotional honesty that makes you feel instead of just scroll. Are you craving reconnection with friends, with joy, with yourself? Many of us feel disconnected, not because we're isolated, but because we've stopped making space for genuine connection. Watching Platonic feels like a deep breath. It's a soft reminder that you can rebuild, rekindle, and rediscover without starting over. Just one phone call, one coffee, one honest conversation at a time. Maybe the next great chapter of your life isn't about new beginnings. It's about returning to what was always good for your soul. The 5th and final reason to watch Platonic, it shows friendship as a mirror, not a mask. The most beautiful thing about Platonic is it reflects who we really are, not who we pretend to be. In every awkward, hilarious, and heartfelt exchange, the characters don't hide behind polite versions of themselves. They hold up a mirror, sometimes lovingly, sometimes brutally, and that's what makes the friendship real. Who in your life reflects you, and it's the real you, not the curated version? Many of us wear social masks because it feels safer. We act like we're fine when we're not. We downplay our dreams or mute our weirdness because we don't want to make waves. But when you have a friendship like the one in Platonic, it pulls you back into alignment. It reminds you of your essence and your humor, your spark, your wild, unapologetic truth. Friendship can become a kind of gentle accountability, not the kind that pressures you to be better all the time, but that invites you to come home to yourself. The best friendships don't change you, they reveal you. And that's the kind of connection Platonic celebrates. If this video resonated with you, if you're craving more shows that remind you life can be kind and connection can heal, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who you can be your true self with. If you're looking for a break from the couch, head over to the Rise and Thrive channel, and you'll find the sister video to this one. 5 ways friendships can transform your life and help you grow. I'll link it in the description and at the end of this video. As always, remember, you don't have to binge the bad stuff. You could binge the kind stuff instead.